Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Basic to Advanced T-shirt design. And today I'm going to make this design as you can see here. So I hate being sexy, but I am a biker, I can't help it. Now this design I am going to convert into mechanic niche. So I hate being sexy and I am a mechanic. So in this one you can just change the niche to anything, like you can make it a carpenter design, you can make it a veteran design, anything you want, and then the graphics will change according to that. Now for this one I will use this three font Audacity. This is for the sexy part, and because I wanted to make something different for this text, and then a bold looking strong font, this is the Sanctum font. I will use that for mechanic, and then this is the Enamela font just to make the variation for this kind of supportive text. So this is the design I will be fonts I'll be using, and here are some vectors. So I was searching in free pick, and you will find, if you search like tools, you will find this one free. So let me show you. I was searching for tools and this is free. I was searching for skeleton hands and I will use this hands from here. Then I will use this skull and I will use this ground texture. So you can search like ground texture, you will find this kind of elements, but most of them are premium, but you will find obviously something free. So this one I'm going to use. Now the question is if this is usable or not. So this is obviously usable. I'm going to use this to a small parts from here. I am not going to use this entire bundle and sell this. So this is how you can work. Now I will be using this too, as I am going to create a mechanic design here. So this is my vector, first part of the vector. Now for the skull I am not sure if I will be using all of it or not, but let's say, so this skull is editable, that you can see, like I can remove all parts of it, then I can simply just keep this part. I am going to take this one. So that is a way of customizing vectors. Now for this one I am going to use this hand part. So this is the part I will be using. Now I am going to select it from here. Okay, let's not select it like that, so I will need that part too. So this is the part I am going to use. Let's copy this and then paste it here. I'm going to make it a group so that I can change it. And now for this grand texture I will use that later. So first of all, let's try to create a graphic part here. Now for, as I said, for the skull part I'm not sure if I'll use that or not. So this is the part I'm going to start first with. So maybe this part I don't really need. So this is the hand part. Now I only need this black part, not this part of this white part or off white part anyway. So I need to make this two same size. First of all I'll adjust it like this, that is fine. Now I'm going to just change the direction. Now this part should be of course smaller, like it is holding kind of a middle position of that range here. So that position looks good to me. Now I'll just use this part in this way, and then I will use another one, reflect it, and then I will use it somewhere like this. So maybe I'll need to adjust it a little bit like this. So this is good. Now this is how I am going to place it. Now for this part let's try to fix it. So I'm going to select this part, I'm going to cut this one, then I'm going to press Ctrl B, that will send it in the background. And as you can see, there is no fill color for my this range, so that is why it is showing up from there, and I need to fix that. So I'm going to first of all select it, make it black, then I'm going to create a rectangle here which I will make in this color, and then send it back, then select this range or select everything, then press Shift M for shape builder, and then press Alt to remove those part. So as you can see, now it is going to look like this hand is holding this, or I can simply adjust it a little bit more. So maybe somewhere like this, that looks good. So let's do that same thing for this part, and for this one here I am going to send it back, just the same process. Okay, so let me show you my keyboard shortcut here. So I'm going to select it, press Shift M, then press alt and erase that part. That is good. So maybe I will need to adjust it a little bit here, just like this, and that looks good. So for this part here, I'm going to select it, I'm going to cut it, then press Ctrl B to send it back. So this is how it is looking right now. Don't worry about it. Now in most of the time I don't need say a second color, I work with the black part only, but for this one let's keep it. So I'm going to make it a group, then I'm going to make it another group. So select this two, I'm going to place it in this way. So this is how it is going to look right now, don't worry. And then for this skull part, I will just double click to isolate the group, and maybe from here I am going to press Y for my magic wand tool to select all these colors, and then I am going to change it to this color. So as you can see, this is how it is looking, and it is removing some of the details which were in a different color. So let me show you. So this is a color, this is the gray color, and this is white color. So if I select it with magic wand tool, it selects everything that is similar to that color. That means this gray is also very similar to this white color. So if I select that white, it is going to select my gray too, but that's fine. I'm going to keep it like this for now, and that is good. So in this two group, I am going to place it here. So I'm going to place this one in the middle. Okay, sorry. So these two needs to be a group together, something like this. Then this is a group, this is a group. So two group, we can simply align it in this position. Now in this one here, I am going to do a little modification, which is going to be like this way, maybe a little bit up, that is fine. So I'm going to select that group, and then I'm going to bring that close a little bit close to the skull, that is fine. Now maybe I can simply select it and align it again. So this is the position it is going to look. So maybe a bit close, that's fine. Now I want this to look like that skull is biting these two, and for doing that I am going to select these two. I am going to reduce the opacity just like this so that I can see what is going on here. Then create, open the transparency like this, and here I am going to draw some space. So I am taking my pencil tool and I am going to make it complete black for now, and then from here I will draw a little part from this area like this. So those two will go under my this skeleton's teeth. So this is how it is going to look, that's fine. So from here I am going to do the same thing. It doesn't have to be very perfect, just something similar looking will work for us, don't worry. So this is how it is going to look right now, and as you can see, this skeleton, this skull is biting on those two reins. That is the theme I wanted to create here. Now I make them a group so that I don't lose its position. Now it's time to use this wing, so I'm going to erase on part of it. Then I'm going to select, I'm going to take a rectangle. I will not use transparency very much in this tutorial, so that's why I'm using this second color option. So I'm going to make it a group here, and then I'll just modify it like this. So in this position I want it to be maybe another copy here, then reflect it, but not in that position, somewhere like this. Then selecting these two, align them in the center position, that is fine. Now I am going to select everything and then align it in the center. So this is how it is looking, nothing to worry about. Now I am going to select this part and then create an offset path. So I am using shortcut or Control F, that is the shortcut for offset path, but you will find that under object path, offset path. So 10 pixel is good to me. Let's click OK and cut it. Now selecting this wings and press Ctrl F here. Ctrl F will place it like this. I just need to make it unite first, just to look if it is everything is looking good, and then make sure it is black. So make sure to make everything complete black, that is fine, and you can see this is looking good. So yeah, that's okay, it will work. Now this is how it is going to look right now for the main graphic part of my design. And when I am making it like this, it is going to, okay, so there is a mistake I made here, and I want to tell that. So as you can see, if I am going to keep it like this is going to be, this is already going to be the main wide of my design. So this part, it is going to take this much area for the wide. Now if I keep my wings like this, it is going to keep a empty area here, it is going to create an empty area here, which is not really necessary. So if I select this one and then try to bring it close to that ruler here, that will be good. And then if I bring this one here, that is also fine. But as you can see, whatever we pasted inside the transparency, that is not moving. That means it is going to apply in the same way it was. So I'm going to, okay, so let's do that again, because this is not looking very cool. So I will make this wings a little bit bigger wing. So this is how it is going to look right now. And then whatever I pasted inside the transparency, then let's just remove it for now, and then I will make it reflect. So I will bring that close to that ruler, that is fine. Now I'm going to select it in this way, make this a group, maybe a bit down also. So this is how it is going to look right now, and I'm happy with that. So this is the center position. This one is already aligned with my ruler here, as you can see. So if I select this two and then make this the key object, okay, so this is already in a group, let's ungroup it first. If I select this two and make this the key object, then I can simply align my wings with that one, that is fine. So let's select this one again, create offset path, that is fine, cut it, select this wings group again, open transparency, press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will make it look like this. Let's unite this one, and then of course make sure it is complete black. So complete black will make it complete transparent, and that is fine. So this is how it is going to look for now. I am happy with this. Let's group it right now. Now this is done. Let's now add our text. So I am going to select this one. I will just, let me show you a trick. So I am going to create a rectangle here, then I am going to align that rectangle with this one. That means this is the center position. So if I move this one and then again select this one, now make this the key object, I can again align it with this position. So that is good. So for this one, I am going to start with this part. So I am going to make it this font, but I want the S to be little, S to be in capital letter. That is fine. Now I am going to just, I am going to press Shift T for touch type tool to modify my S like this, and then maybe a bit down. So that much, that position looks good to me. So I hate being sexy. This one I am going to make it in my this NML font, and then I'm going to make it bigger. So NML font, okay, I made a mistake here. It should not be the NML font, because this font is kind of longer and this text is smaller. So I can simply take a wider looking font that will fill the area better. So maybe I will use my poster gothic font here, and that is a little bigger than that. So this is the area I want that to be. And then for this mechanic text, I will use my this sanctum text, sanctum font, because this mechanic is a hard niche and I wanted to keep it something hard looking, and I can't help it. So this is how it is going to look. And but I am a, let's say I'm going to use this font. Okay, so script font is not looking good, let's use this one. So for this one, I am going to outline my text for now, and then I will create a rectangle like this, but in a stroke mode. So that much is fine. Let's maybe make it smaller, then select this two, then align it in the center position, and that is good. So let's group it, and I want this to be here, and but I am in this position, that is fine. And maybe I will just align it with the center position, that is also good. And let's not just put it straight here, we can apply an effect on it, that may be the arc effect. So not that much, a little bit of arc will look good, I think. Yeah, that much is fine. So let's make a little overlapping with this skull here, and now go to object and expand appearance. So this is how it is looking. And then okay, not like that. So I need to select this stroke here, Control C to copy. Now I am going to select this group, and inside that group I will paste it here, Control F. Now I am going to press Shift X will. Okay, so as you can see, it is now in a stroke mode. If you can see inside that shape, or you can see here, whatever I am selected, that is in a stroke. If I press Shift X, that will become fill, or you can see here. So fill is going to make it look good, and that is fine. But if I try to select these wings, inside the wings I will find this group. So this skeleton hand and the skull part, I will copy that shape, and then from here I am going to select this shape, then open transparency for it and press Ctrl F here. So it is going to apply that shape on top of my this but I am a, and that is good. But as you can see, there is a little mistake here. This one is here is looking good, but not this one. So what is the problem? The problem is if I select this group, inside that I will find this shape here that is overlapping here. So I need to erase this just like this, and then it is good to go. So that is fine. So I am a mechanic, I am going to place it in this way. That is good. I hate being sexy. So for this part we applied a effect like this. So let's try to, okay, let's just expand it. So let's try to create a effect similar to that one in this area, just like this, and then I'll pick this effect, this stroke size with my eyedropper, and this is how it is looking right now. Don't worry. So I'm going to make it a group again. That is fine. And then for this area I will use my arc effect, same size arc. So I will make it a little bit overlapping with my that text. So maybe I will just make it look like this. So this is how it is going to look right now, and I'm going to expand it. So that is fine. Now for this one here, this is in a smaller shape and that stroke size is looking good, but this one is in bigger shape, so that size is not looking very much. So let's make it a little bit bigger. That is good. Now I am going to select this group, then I am going to expand it. I am using shortcut, but you have to go to object and expand here. So once it is expanded, I can simply align it with my this part of the text here. So that is good. So this is how it is going to look right now. And for this sexy part I am going to sorry, so I'm going to select this sexy and then create an offset path for this. So make sure that you are creating a offset path every time same size. So 10 pixel is it for this time, and then select this group, open transparency and press Ctrl F here. So this is how it is going to look right now. This little overlapping looks good always. So that is fine. Now for this one here, maybe I can simply just select this two and move that a little bit up. So it is going to look like this. Don't worry about the look of it right now. It will look good. Now I am going to select this one, this skull from here, create offset path 10 pixel. That is fine. Cut it. Now selecting this text, open transparency and press Ctrl F here. So this is how it is looking. Now as you can see, it is showing me multiple colors. That means I need to make sure it is black, and once it is black, make sure to unite. So unite will reduce the details of the design, and that will help us creating a good looking design. I hate being sexy, but I am a mechanic, I can't help it. So I'm going to select this one. Now for this I can't help it, I am going to make it a little smaller in size. That is fine. Now for this mechanic text I'm going to keep it like this for now, and then I'll select this one and then I'll align it with the that position. But for this mechanic text I'm going to use a effect here. So let's try to create a offset path for it. But as you can see, this mechanic text, if I try to create the offset path, it is giving me some area like this, which is not really very ideal, but in this case it will work. So let's, or okay, let me show you. So if you don't want that area, you have to just simply make it round from here. that will give this rounder look, but in this case I don't want that round look, so just click here, then click on this unite button, so that is fine. Now from here I am going to Ctrl X to cut it, then Ctrl B to paste it back. So this is how it is looking, and then I will just move that one time left, one time right. Let's say change the color, so not one time left or right, I just make it right and down. So this is how it is looking. Now if I press Ctrl F here again, I will be pasting that offset path we just created. So maybe it is should be a little bit like this, and then if I select this one, this red one, and then this top one, and then press Alt to click on this minus front, it is going to give me this effect here. That is good. Let's expand everything from here, that is fine. Now I'm going to make it a group, and then I will simply align it with the center position. So that is the center, looks good to me. This is how it is going to look. Now I am going to create a stroke like this, maybe in this size, then I am going to apply this effect on that. So this is just some random effect. Let's delete this one. So this 3 will work for me. Now expand it and then group it, and then I am going to bring this here, then reflect it. So once I have it like this, let's select these 3, align them in the center position and distribute the space, then group it. So that is fine. Now let's bring that a bit down so that I can align my mechanic text a little bigger in size. That is fine, just with the border area, so that is good. Now this one little bit down, that is fine. So if I select this wings here, the wings is little bit overlapping with my that mechanic text here. So for fixing that, I am going to select this group, the skull, hand and the wings, everything. Then I am going to create an offset path for it, that is same 10 pixel, cut it, and now select this mechanic text, open transparency and press Ctrl F here. So this is how it is going to look right now. As you can see, there is a little problem and this area is making that problem, so let's delete everything. Now I am going to do that again. So selecting this one, create an offset path, but this time I will make it round. So round will fix that problem. Click OK, cut it, select this text, go inside the transparency, press Ctrl F here, and this is how it is going to look. So you can see this is good now. Now this is how it is going to be. I am going to select everything that and you can see there is tons of details here, and keeping this much detail will make my graphic heavy, so I don't want that. Let's unite, and once it is united, I don't want all of these areas here. I just want these small parts to be overlapping, and make sure it is complete black, so that is fine. Now eraser tool, with my eraser tool I am going to erase these top parts. I don't need them, I just want these small parts to be there. So this is how it is looking right now, and that is fine for me. And for this area here, so the main objective is to keep my text readable, and here it is making me a little trouble. So let's say I'm going to select this one, and inside that I will delete everything that I pasted, all of these areas. Of course I will just keep this part, so I don't need all these details. Let's try to fix it. So if I select it here, inside that I will find this shape, and that is destroyed. So let's do it again. So I'm going to select this stroke from here, copy this, select this one, inside the transparency press Ctrl F here, then press Shift X, and as you can see this is just staying inside the stroke area, so I want it to cut out like this, and for that I need that offset path. So maybe this much is good for me, that is fine. Now click OK, but I don't want it from here, so I am going to erase it from this area, and that is fine. So this is how it is looking. Now graphic is not important, my text part is, so I need to keep my text as good as to read, and it is That is what I wanted here. So we are using this double shading effect here, so we can use that same thing for our this sexy text. So let's do it again. I am going to just select this text here, and inside that, okay, let's keep it for now. So this is my text. Let's create a offset path, 10 pixel of course, unite, Ctrl X, Ctrl B, then move it down and right. That is fine. And then I'm going to press Ctrl F again, but this should be a little bit bigger. So select this two shape and press Alt and minus front, then expand everything, and this is how it is looking right now. So I need to fix it again. Now I am going to select these two group and then group it. Then I will select this one, make that the key object and change the center position. So this is how it is looking, but for my text here I will maybe change it in a way like this, and this is going to look good for me. So that is fine. Now I'm going to select this one, creating a offset path again, 10 pixel, cut it. Now selecting this shape, inside that whatever I pasted before, delete that, then press Ctrl F here. It is going to look like this, and then I am going to maybe delete this part, and whatever is remaining, let's unite, and then make sure it is complete black. So that is fine. And from here I will select this skull, create that same offset path, click OK, sorry, cut, then select this one. And now from here, inside this black text I pasted it before, so let's remove it. And then if I select this group, open transparency and press Ctrl F again. So this is how it is going to look. Let's unite this, and then of course I don't need this part, I just only need that small part that is overlapping there. So this is how it is looking. Now that is good. Maybe this block shape is looking good. Okay, so this is how it is going to look. So that's for the final design, and let's try to colorize the design here. So I'm going to select everything, and then I'm going to expand everything from here. So you can use shortcut or go to object and expand, and keep expanding until there is no stroke left. So you can see this is no stroke here, only fill color, and the fill color is showing this. That means there is multiple colors here. So for a mechanic design, I am going to keep it that kind of color. So I will keep this red and gray kind of color theme for this one now. So first of all, I am going to select this one. I'm going to select it in this red color, but I will, okay, so if I select this red color here, go to select, same, fill color, it is going to select everything that is in that red color, and I want to make it a little darker red. So kind of this red, that is fine. And this color is looking good. Maybe we can simply select it with magic wand tool, then we can change the value of it, kind of this, a little darker. So that is fine, we can change it later. For now, let's just put a black background that will help us see how it is going to look. So this is how it is looking right now. And for this part here, this top black sexy part, I am going to make it in this color, and this is how it is going to look. That looks really good. So this mechanic black part, I am going to make it this color. That is fine. And then for this color, maybe this one, that is also good. So here I will make it in this color. So let's change it a little bit. So I will keep the border red, and then inside text that color. So the same for here, I'm going to make this the color and the border red. That will help me see this. So this is how it is going to look right now. And for this wings part, we can try to add this colors combination there. So for doing that, I am going to, so this skeleton hand and the skull, I am going to keep it in this color. And for, okay, so let's just change the wings first. So inside this group, if I select with my magic wand tool, it will only select this color of the wings, then change it to this color. So this is how it is going to look, and that is looking good to me. But here I'll just adjust it a little bit. So this one, let's make it that color, and this one in this red color. So just to create a alter color here, and as you can see here inside this area, so this hand color is not black. So if I try to select it with my magic wand tool, it is going to select everything that is in that kind of or similar color, but make sure to create everything in black. So this is how it is going to look, and it happens, just don't worry about it. So first step is selecting, creating a rectangle, then try to pick this color, and when you have this color in this rectangle, go to select same fill color. It is going to select everything that is in only this color, and now with your eyedropper tool, just change it to black. So you can see now if I make it black, I can simply select everything that is in that color, and then I can change it to black in this one, but it is not selecting this part. So let's try to find out which color that is in, and then make sure to make everything black. Okay, so we have this right now, and that is fine. For this one it is looking good, and for this area it is also looking good. We can apply some other effect on that, but we will do that maybe later. So for now I am going to use this grand texture. So I am going to select this one, copy this. Now in this area I'll just place it here, maybe a bit bigger in size. So in this one I don't need all of it, I just need one part of it. So let's try to erase it kind of like this, and there is tons of small areas in it, you can see. So it can take some time to erase, but that is good. And once it is done, you can simply just erase this part, or you can use your lasso tool to select this one, cut it. Then I'm going to delete this part, that will be easier. Then press Ctrl F to paste it in the front, then group it. So that is fine. Now for this text, this grand text, I am going to grand texture, I am going to place it in this area. So make sure that it is complete black, and once it is black, it is going to give it a look like this. So that is fine. Let's make it a bit bigger in size, and make sure this joining, it is not falling on any text part. It is falling in some blank part. So that is fine. Now let's cut it. So I need to select this shape, this inside shape, open transparency, and here paste it, paste, press Ctrl F to paste in the front. So this is how it is looking. It is not visible, but if I come out of the transparency, you can see this is how it is looking. So this is the look I wanted, but as you can see, this is not perfectly visible. So for making it visible, there is a trick, and which is, let's select this color. Okay, let me show you. So let's make it white for now. So if I select this shape, then Ctrl C, Ctrl F, that means I have another copy of it. So now I will select, go to transparency, and then remove everything that I placed inside here. So I am doing that for the top shape that I placed, not the original shape. So if I cut it, you can see the original shape is there with that effect. So let's press Ctrl F again, and this one, this time I am going to pick this color, and here I will make it Shift X, I will make it a stroke. So let's make it 10 pixel stroke for now, and let's see how it is looking. Then select this white shape, and then make it look like this. So in this one, it is going to give me that kind of effect. So you can see this is looking cool. So maybe I can simply select this stroke part, and then maybe make it a little smaller in size. So maybe that will look good. Yeah, that is fine. So if I select this one here inside the transparency, I will find this shape that we just placed. So let's copy this one, and then here I'm going to apply that same thing to my this sexy text. So selecting this one. Okay, so go inside the transparency and press Ctrl V here, and this is how it is going to look. For now, let's place it like this, and then click here. So as you can see, this is the exactly same problem it is being here. So let's try to fix that. Select this shape. Now you have to focus here. This is the main shape. Ctrl C, Ctrl F. That means I am copied that shape and pasted in front. And in that shape, whatever I pasted inside transparency, I will remove that, and then press shift X. So shift X will make it a stroke, maybe not 10 pixel, maybe 5 pixel or what I did there, and then it is going to give us that same look. So this is the overall look for my this design, and this is the dirty mechanic look I wanted to create here for my this design. That is done. Let's group everything here, and then here inside this one, so inside this one I find a texture they are using, so you can select this one. So maybe this one is the texture, but don't worry, that is the texture I have here. So let's copy this one, and then if I select this entire design, open transparency, and then press Ctrl V here just to place that shape here. So it can take some time, or just it will become your, it will make your design too heavy, so let's not use that. Instead of that, let's just use a regular grand texture from free pick. So I'm going to select this one. If you search like grand texture, you will find this one free. So then I'm going to paste this one here. So this is how it is going to look. I'm going to change it to in this way. Just don't worry about it, it is going to look good. And then make sure you are making this complete black. So complete black will make it complete transparent. So as you can see, this is how my design is looking right now, and that is really cool. So for this one here, this area I wanted to create another effect here, and which is I wanted to create a shape that is okay. So I need to come out of the transparency. So I wanted to create something cool looking from these eyes here. So for doing that, I'm going to simply use my pen tool here. So a simple shape like this, and then I wanted to create a duplicate copy of it. Then again, I need to align them in the center position where it looks like this. So that is fine. Now for this one here, it is overlapping with my text there, so I don't want it. And I am not very good at creating these lightning bolts, but it will work. So something like this. And then again I am going to align it in this position that looks good. So that is it. So this is how it is going to look for my final design. I hope it was helpful, and if you learned something new from this one, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to answer your questions. If you have anything to ask, you can comment there. If you want to practice this design, you can join my Facebook group and you can post there. There are always people who will help you understand where is the mistake you are making. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching my videos. See you in the next one. Have a great time.